What's going on with you, Coach? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Looking forward to the fight.
And we got a big fight on our hands this Saturday night. How do you reel them in thus close to the fight, man? Especially with a fight that's so personal to him.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing about it is, what we're after like being a firecracker with a really long wick, you know?
Right.
And you light the firecracker, and as the week goes by, it burns, and then Saturday is when the big explosion happens. You don't want a short wick on a firecracker, and you got a guy ready to fight Monday or Tuesday, but he has to wait till Saturday, and he's a little bit overcooked.
Right.
So there's a little bit of an art to how we do that, but we're at the right place. Deontay's done great. He knows what he's doing. He's 41 fights into this professional career, so we're good.
Now I saw that he said that he wanted to take it back to the basics, and I saw you say that's a beautiful thing for a trainer to you know, want his fighter wants to take it back to the basics. You know, it's like Christmas for you.
Yeah.
What sparked that in him to want to go back to the basics?
Well, I think it was time. I think you know, Deontay's such a phenomenal athlete that he can get away with a lot of things. He can do things and not pay a price for them, even if they're not technically correct. But the thing about it is, he wanted to get back to the basics, which was great for me to hear. But he's still going to be awkward, and he's still going to be Deontay, and he's still going to throw some unique punches from unique angles. I'm not against any of that, but we just wanted to hone in on some of the basics and really make sure that, you know, every little thing is being taken care of. At the top level, most guys do the big things right.
Right.
It's those small things that make the difference between getting to the very top and not getting to the very top.
Right.
And so we want to make sure it's those little things are being done correctly.
Now, when I talked to him the other day, I asked him, what does Dominic Breazeale do to worry him? What did he have to take away from Breazeale, you know, for him to have success? And he said, absolutely nothing. As a trainer, what have you saw in Dominic Breazeale that posed a threat?
Well, I'm not going to say poses a threat, but I will say that Dominic Breazeale, you know, he's got an Olympic pedigree. He's a very good athlete, 2-3 sport athlete. Athleticism is a big part of his game. He's also a very tough individual, very determined. He punches well. So there's a reason he's the mandatory guy.
Right.
There's the reason he's only lost one professional fight.
Right.
There's the reason he's come through some very, very difficult fights and come out on top.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to the fight. I think that it's going to be a great fight, and of course, our concern is Deontay. We don't so much concern ourselves, you know, with the other guy other than the scouting and the film work and that kind of thing.
Right.
We just, when Deontay's right, he's at his best, we're good.
Now he said that in the Fury fight, once he made his ring walk and he saw the crowd and he felt the energy, he said he just wanted to knock Fury out, so he felt like he got overzealous. This fight here has a personal grudge against in it. How do you wheel him in the fight where he might just want to spark him in the fight?
Well, Deontay already knows what to do, and he's not going to let anybody get in his head. He's not going to let emotions rule what he does.
Right.
He's got a game plan. He's going to follow the game plan. I'm not concerned at all about. That's the least of my concerns.
Right.
Is that Deontay's going to let emotion override anything else. He's a professional fighter, and he knows what he's doing, and he's going to be fine.
Now, stylistically, styles make fights. The toughest heavyweight you think for Deontay Wilder would be who?
That's a good question. I'm not sure who would be the best stylistic matchup. I think Tyson Fury is difficult for everybody, just because of he can give you a look and then not give you that look again for 8 rounds.
Right.
You know, he can change things second to second, minute to minute, and so I think probably he and Deontay would, in my opinion, be the 2 toughest heavyweights in the world to prepare for any coach.
Right.
Would be those 2 guys.
Now, the big fight that everybody want to see, not looking too far in the future, is himself and Anthony Joshua. As a trainer, how do you see that fight play out?
Well, really, as a trainer, I'm only thinking about Breazeale.
Okay.
Because, you know, to look forward is just not a smart thing for a trainer to do.
Right.
I'll be glad to answer that question after the fight,
right,
and tell you everything I think about it. But for now, we're just focused on Dominic Breazeale and the task at hand. Deontay likes to window shop,
right,
and as the guy in the ring, it's okay that he does that. But as the coaches, I only focus on what's right in front of us because you know, it's just not smart to do anything else.
Now let me ask you. Another thing is he came in at 209. How do you guys keep his weight up for this fight?
Well, that was another thing that he wanted to get back to. Was I think he wanted to get back to making sure that eating was an important part of the plan. And Deontay's the kind of guy that, you know, he'll work out a couple of 3 times a day, and then he's got things he's doing, and sometimes he'll actually forget to eat for long periods of time. You know, I don't have that problem. You know, I never forget to eat. But I think now he's kind of zeroed in on I have to slow down and really make sure that I eat, because he burns calories so fast that it can take his weight down. I don't think he's specifically trying to hit any target weight, but I think that just by paying attention to it and really making it, you know, a focus, I think you're going to see a difference in how he looks and how he feels and everything.
Now, is there a change in his energy levels, a change in his aggression, as far as, you know, now he's on a different diet plan and things of that nature from last training camp? His
energy level's been fantastic. His punches are snapping like crazy. It's amazing. And that's the thing that I think that by paying attention to nutrition and by eating and getting his proper hydration and all that, I think it actually makes him not only stronger, but faster, more agile. It's almost like a guy that's been starving to make, you know, welterweight, and then all of a sudden he moves up to 154 or even 160. All of a sudden, you know, yes, he's fighting bigger guys, but he's able to do so many more things. Deontay is always fighting bigger guys. So the added nutrition and the added, you know, the added benefits of that are going to be great.
Now he's been excited about this fight. Have you seen a different level of excitement going into training camp for this fight?
I think when you get to a certain level, I've heard Sugar Ray Leonard and I've heard Mike Tyson and other people in the past say, you know, it has to be the right guy for me to get up for the fight at a certain level. So mandatory sometimes can be the opposite of that. You're fighting somebody you've never heard of or whatever. It's tough to come from a Tyson Fury or a Luis Ortiz and fight somebody you've never heard of. But that's what's great about this one is there is personal things going on there. There's a personal beef going on there. There's conflict there. There's you know, a focus that he has, and he's always going to be focused no matter if he did fight somebody he knows or doesn't know. But this has really made things great because it just happens to be the mandatory. He's wanted to fight Breazeale for a long time, regardless of where Breazeale stood in the rankings.
Now, has there been? I know going into a couple of his fights, he was sick. He had injuries, things of that nature. I know you don't, you know, can't get into disclosing that, but how was training camp? Did he skate through, or?
Yeah, I mean, well, in any training camp for any fighter, very rarely do you see a guy in the ring at 100%. It's just not very often. There's always something going on, nagging injury or whatever. But this has actually been really great. We haven't had issues this camp. We've been very smart about what we're doing. Rest is an essential key, and we've made sure that Deontay is not burned out or overworked. We've made sure he is worked properly, and his conditioning is fantastic. His mental state is fantastic. His physical state is fantastic. So this is I feel great about where we are in this fight.
Now, could you just address the notion that people say he's just wild, he has no real technique, and I always say that, you know, when he gets a fighter hurt is when he gets, you know, a little overzealous, excited.
Hang on one second. Oh, okay.
Okay, we wrap it up. I thank you, Coach. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.